Mattel Chairman and CEO Anand Krai. Anand, where's Will Ferrell's behind you somewhere, right? I'm looking for him. No?
Great to see you, Brian. Thank you for having me.
So what is next on the Barbie front? We're starting to see every week the gross theater receipts continue to increase. You're approaching $2 billion. What is next for this franchise?
Well, we couldn't be more excited about the way the movie played out, to resounding success, a real execution of Greta Gerwig's vision. And what we're seeing coming out of it are three things. It's the strength and cultural resonance of our brands, is our ability to attract, collaborate, and partner with top creative talent, and our ability to promote and create a cultural event of this movie, leveraging our commercial capabilities in partnership with Warner Brothers, who did a terrific job marketing the movie. So it's been a real combination driven by strong brand and great execution, both creatively and commercially.
Your CFO gave a presentation earlier this morning, I think for the first time shared some numbers on how much Mattel may make from this movie. Can you share some of those numbers, and what does it mean for the future financial performance of the company?
Yes, we did talk about our revenue, gross billing this year to go up by about $125 million from the direct movie participation, toys, and consumer products directly related to the movie, not other Barbie product, at a 60% operating income margin. So about $75 million operating income contribution directly related to the movie in 2023.
Is that higher than your expectations? Because from the outside looking in, that's a huge number. In many respects, Anand, that's a number that you didn't have last year on the financial statements.
Well, we did not expect the movie to be as successful, so it is more than we assumed entering the year. And we expect that in future years there'll be continued benefit from the movie. This is about long-term franchise management. It's not just about the quarter or the year. And it's the thing that we've always talked about, you and me. This was the approach. It was never about just trying to sell more toys. It was about creating a cultural event, creating a societal moment, and we believe the benefit will carry forward for years to come.
We've talked a lot throughout the years, and this is the first time I've heard you mention franchise management. What does that mean as it pertains to now this cultural juggernaut that you've created? Of course, the Barbie brand has been there for decades, but now you have the movie, you have the content component. How do you manage this?
We started our journey as a toy company, as a toy manufacturing company. We evolved to be an IP company that manages franchises. And the biggest change in how we approach our business is to realize that people who buy our products are not just consumers, they are fans. And once you have a lot of fans, it's an audience. And when you realize that you have an audience, it changes the conversation and the opportunity for you to continue to grow your business. And given that we own one of the strongest portfolios in children and family entertainment franchises in the world, this creates a very unique and exciting opportunity for us to grow outside of the toy aisle into highly accretive business verticals driven by big brands and big franchises, which we own. And the Barbie movie, we see as a template, as an example, in terms of how we approach franchise management, and expect more to come.
You have a portfolio of really amazing toy brands that all of us, in many respects, have grown up using. How do you take this playbook and apply it to some of these brands? What will we see from a Mattel over the next 24 months?
Our brands are very much timely as much as they are timeless. And we've been doing a lot of work around infusing cultural relevance and societal awareness for what we do, with a very strong purpose behind our brand. So it's more than a toy. What we create is more than a play system. It's a holistic approach to engage with your fans across multiple levels. And the opportunity for us is not just film, it's also television, it's video games, it's location-based entertainment, it's musicals, it's whatever medium is driven by big franchises and big brands. In today's world, this is what it's all about. Big brands, big franchises that elevate and rise above a crowded marketplace. And we believe we're at the beginning of a very exciting part of our journey.
Look, it's going to be hard to create another nearly $2 billion movie. It just doesn't happen very often. But within the portfolio brands you own, What's the brand you're really focused on that you're going to run this playbook with next?
Yeah, we're not saying every movie that we make will be as successful, but it will be the same approach, the same methodology, and the same creative take that we are looking to apply. There's the Hot Wheels movie that we're developing with J.J. Abrams. There's a Matchbox movie with Skydance, which produced Mission Impossible and Top Gun. There's a movie we're developing with Vin Diesel for Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Polly Pocket with Lena Dunham and Lily Collins. And Major Matt Mason with Tom Hanks, written by Akiva Goldsman. So these are just a few examples of some of the projects that we're developing, and you can see, given the quality and strength and proven track record of our partners, we believe we have a real shot at creating exciting projects that will appeal to global audiences. And what we saw in the Barbie movie is that the picture appealed not just to the core buyers of Barbie toys, Barbie product. This was a much broader approach to global audiences across different demographics, men and women, different ages, different generations. And everyone found something that talked to them and touched them at an emotional level. And the credit goes to the incredible execution of this project by Greta Gerwig, who had such a vision. And of course, Margot Robbie, as a producer and a lead actor, Ryan Gosling, and of course the soundtrack that was a key part of the holistic experience. All of it created something very special that we're very proud of.
This didn't happen overnight, but my sense has been that you saw the potential of this happening many years ago when you took over at Mattel. From a leadership perspective, how did you identify that? And then how do you ultimately go about bringing that to life?
Yeah, this journey has been long in the making, started about 5 years ago. And from the very beginning, the approach was to create something that was not conventional, something that was not traditional. And the term cultural event is what we said back in the day. It was never about trying to make a movie, or for that matter, make a movie in order to sell toys. The focus was to create a quality content that people will want to watch. And we know that if we do that, and if we do that well, good things will happen. And we will sell a lot of toys. So it's not that we didn't want to sell toys, but the mandate and the approach and the relationship and the engagement with the creatives that partnered with us was to focus on making a great movie and not think about selling toys. And what we see now, of course, we have a great movie. We see the success at the box office, and we're also starting to see success on the toy side of the company, with POS for the company year to date up, Barbie gaining momentum, and overall we see good, very exciting opportunity for us to continue to gain share.
Seemingly every day over the past 3 months, I've read another story about the Barbie movie, something new happening. But also you've been front and center in a lot of these stories, Anand, as you should be, because you brought this to life, this cultural event. How have you stayed grounded, and how are you looking to stay grounded over the next few months when you have all these publications writing about you, telling you how successful you are? How do you just stay focused with all of this frenzy around yourself?
Well, this very much has been a team effort. It's been a journey with a lot of people that participated and made it all happen. And I couldn't be more proud of the team and everything we've done collectively. For this to be successful, for this movie to be where it is today, it took a lot of effort. And I'm grateful for everyone's support and involvement. And we really do see it as a beginning of a new chapter. This is not a one-off movie. It's not a one-off project. This has been the strategy. And you followed our story, and you know that we've been consistently made progress in building and driving our IP strategy to reach this point. But it's not the moment we've been waiting to arrive and we're done by any stretch. This is really another step in the journey. We see it as a template. We see it as an example. As I said before, this is the approach. And we look to replicate that approach in terms of leveraging our brands that have been foundational in this case specifically. Barbie, it's the Barbie movie, working with top talent that have a clear vision and are the best in what they do, which we have done in this movie as well. And of course, commercializing and executing at the marketing level and creating demand in a marketplace that became a cultural phenomenon. And so this has been a great and exciting journey, and we're still very much at the early stage of it.
Thanks for making a little time for little old me, Anand. I appreciate it. I know you're the big star now, but I appreciate it. Thanks for always giving time to Yahoo Finance. It's been fun to follow this journey. I mean, hat tip to you and your team. Anand Krize, Chairman and CEO of Mattel. Shona, back to you in New York. I know you're a big fan of the Barbie movie.
I am a big fan of the Barbie movie. We've been talking about it for over a year. So, of course, our thanks to you, Saz, all the great interviews out there, and Mattel CEO Anand Krize as well.